welcome back to Full Dry Adventure Crew. My name is Voss and we're out here in Northern Idaho. I'm visiting my brother and sister that moved up here last year, and they got their Jeeps out here this spring, and they haven't had time to explore much of the trails. So I came to visit here without my Jeep and everything, so we're just gonna go on the ride along with them too. And on Onyx Off-Road says that this trail that we're going on is a 3 out of 10 difficulty level, so that's the most difficult trail that we found so far on that map. They're not too familiar with the area to know any other trails around here, so if you're watching this and you're a local of Northern Idaho and there's some difficult trails, let us know in the comments below, because the two Jeeps behind me were built for trails 7 and above, so they're locked, and they have really good recovery gear and everything. So we've been through Rubicon, Hellhole, Utah, Moab. All these Jeeps are ready for heavy duty trails, not these little dirt roads that are designed for overlanders and everything. So we want to see some nice trails that this area has to offer. Let's go on this little trail, see what it looks like. One thing that is beautiful about this area is all the green trees and green scenery. In California right now, everything dried up, everything's brown, so up north it's still nice and beautiful. The sky is smoky, so it's a little bit foggy and smoky today, so looks like there's a first optional obstacle. Over there. So we're learning the trail as we go here. There's a bunch of offshoots for dirt bikes, quads and everything, so we'll see. This is just the beginning. So far, only a couple optional shortcuts that are a little bit washed out and a little bit flexy here and there, but on the main road there's nothing much, so we're just trying all kinds of this different offshoots, optional trails here and there. Well, we got to another spot where it's a dead end with a fire pit. Looks like a very good place to camp. So, but over here we can actually hear a creek somewhere in that direction. So we're gonna check out the map and see if there's a hiking trail that is leading to the creek or the waterfall. Let's go for a little hike.
It's drivable. Well, doesn't wanna.
It's very narrow.
It's very narrow.
Natasha, are we walking? We're going to the... Where are we going? To a creek? Huh?
We're almost in the mountains. Yeah.
Awesome. You got a nice pair of shoes
Yeah.
for poison oak and everything.
Yep.
Hope you're not gonna get into any of it.
You only live once. Gotta experience that at least.
Yep. Well, we made it to the creek that is running down the hill, making all kinds of rushing water noise, but we don't see any big waterfalls or big drops. I'm gonna go a couple yards forward to see if there's anything big that are drop-offs or anything like that. I walked a little bit from upstream and I don't see any major elevation drops indicating that there would be any big waterfalls or anything like that. And the rocks are super slippery around here and the water is nice and cold, so I don't want to go for a dip just yet. So I'm gonna go back, get together with the rest of the group, and we're gonna keep exploring this area out here. Back out of the main road, and the sun is out a little bit, shining through all that smoke, so it's getting a little warm too, and we're only at like 3,000 feet elevation, so we need to get up elevation a little more. I think the highest point we can get is about 4,500 feet, so let's keep going. The main trail is getting narrower. Means we're about to get into some more interesting terrain. Hopefully something more difficult than we've been seeing so far. Well, we got up to 4,400 feet and the trail keeps climbing up. We got through some little washouts here and there, but nothing major that the stock 4x4 can't make it through. So we'll see what else we can find on this trail, because we need to explore more of this territory out here. Find some cool places to go. And I'm pretty sure with a little bit of rain and some dirt, we can get up to this trail and have a lot more challenging fun.
Don't touch the ends.
Cannot touch the ends, okay?
So we got up to almost the highest point on the trail, and it's time to have lunch.
You have to then sit down.
When you're out on a day trip, the easiest thing to do is stop by grocery store, get some cooked chicken and wedgies, and enjoy an awesome lunch that you don't have to prepare, because day trips usually don't involve too much traveling and stuff. And with a small group and you're trying to do a little afternoon drive, it's the best thing to do is buy some awesome food that you can eat out on the trail. Lunch is over. Time to get back onto the trail and keep exploring. The sun keeps on going in and out behind clouds, and it's a little bit smoky out here, so that's basically the only few things. It's really cool slash warm, probably low 80s, high 70s right now, which is really nice up here up in the hills. Alright, everybody turned around. Let's keep on rolling. On these kind of trails, you gotta keep distance between the vehicles because the dust is really thick and it's really hard to follow somebody up close because you'll be full of dust, or you're gonna miss a spot and hit a pothole at full speed, which your suspension is not gonna like it. So take it easy, take it slow, keep a distance, you'll be safe. On the side of the road, there's remnants of, looks like 2 giant trees. Only 2 stumps are left. And those things are huge. Yep.
What, 3 hops each?
Yeah, about.
Looks like it's 1, but it was split over here on 2.
Yeah. Big, huge stump. Hey, Natasha. What are you doing up there? You're standing on top. Careful.
What are you doing?
Standing on top of the stump.
Why?
I don't know. You ask him why.
Why you stay on the tongue?
I want to take a picture over here.
We're going downhill on this trail, and the road is a little rough. Lots of washouts, dips, and bumps. So it looks like in the spring or fall, late fall, when the rain seasons come, that's when this trail is a lot funner and more difficult than it is right now in the dusty summer conditions. Crossed a beautiful creek, and we're almost down to split off between a couple trails. We got back out to a main road, and the trail that we did just now is the Jarrow Road, or I guess Forest Service Road 293, whatever that means. And that's where we came from. That's way back to main highway, but we're gonna go explore that trail there, see what we can find there. I know it's nothing crazy out here, but exploring trails in the new area is always interesting to find cool hidden spots. So there's a big hiking trail from here. So we're just gonna be here for a little bit because there's barely any parking in the parking spot. So we don't want to be blocking anybody else. So we're gonna check it out, wash our hands, wash our faces from all that dust, and get back on the road and keep exploring. And dust washed off our hands and everything. Time to proceed to check out more roads around here. We're out to the main road, a really wide, dusty road, and we're just gonna go see where it leads, because the map says the road keeps going somewhere that way. Well, there's a looks like old quarry, rock garden. Let's flex out a little bit. There you go. Hold on, let me get the degree out.
What's my degree? I don't see. I see sky.
Hold on. It's 43 degrees. Huh? No. You're almost at 45. You. Okay. Yeah, looks like an old quarry or something here, but by the looks of it, looks like a bunch of shooting range area here. Bunch of these big rocks, massive rocks. But yeah, sometimes you just drive around and explore stuff. There you go.
Like here.
All right, playground checked out. Let's keep on rolling. The road we're on is leading us somewhere up a hill because been driving on this road. It was nice and smooth, little bumpy here and there, but we got to this cool obstacle that is you can't bypass. So there's two bypasses, a harder line here and a softer line here. So, and we'll take the little harder obstacle. Let it flex it out a little bit. Okay, and you got 4 to 1. And Tanya's taking the other trail just to see difficulty levels, but nothing difficult here. It looks intimidating, but it's really not. We'll see where this road is taking us, and the wind's picking up, so we'll see where it will go from here. We got on this trail. It's a little rough, I would say. It's probably like a 4 out of 10, just because of some obstacle here are a little bit bigger than anything else we've seen so far. But we're going towards a mountain or place called Dutch Peak, so we'll see if we can get up on top of the mountain with a good overview.
A little bumpy. Oh, I scraped my car.
So far, this is the roughest and then one of the narrower patches we've been on today. Finally familiar terrain to us. Top of the mountain, and we got granite slabs with a nice loose dirt trail that keeps going. So, and there's a couple optional ways to go. Let's see. The trail keeps going up that way. It's windy. Woo. Alright, looks like destination is paying off. We're getting to the top of the mountain. The only downfall is the wind picked up. It's probably like 15 to 20 mile an hour wind right now with gusts higher than that. So we'll see how long we can stay on the mountain before we get blown out and being cold. But excuse if the audio is getting blown out by the wind. But this is a pretty cool place to get to. All right. It looks like we are at the end of the trail. Woohoo! There we are at the very top. And looks like there's a good camping spot and everything. But the wind is crazy and it's not a open campfire season because of the fires and everything. But I like it. Finally found somewhere to get up here and find a cool spot with some challenging obstacles on the way. Too bad it's way too smoky, but it is an awesome view about mountains and everything around here. So really cool spot. So this is pretty good. There is places to go and explore no matter where you live, no matter where you go. You just look on the map. If it looks interesting, start heading that way, and eventually something will pay off. As soon as you find a cool view or a cool camping spot, it's all about getting out there and explore. If you're not familiar with the area, get familiar with it by exploring it. So, according to the map, we got ourselves to Dodge Peak, which is 5,030 feet high, and section from here over to here, you do need a 4 low and a high clearance, because the last section going up that road right there was the harder one with the big loose rocks and everything. But when you get up here, you got this awesome view. So now we gotta backtrack and start heading down towards Sandpoint. sometimes you're driving on the road and then you come across a scene like this where a tree freshly got ripped out, possibly even with this windstorm that we had just now, because this road seemed like it's been traveled by all kind of hoof animals. I can see tracks on this side, I can see tracks on this side, but it looks like this tree just fell. So hope our chainsaw is going to be good enough to move it. Luckily, we had enough gas in the chainsaw to clear this tree out of the way of this road. And that tree sprung right back up. And we were on top of that mountain right there when that heavy wind was blowing. And apparently it blew so hard that this tree fell over, because it's fresh. I was watching some deer tracks that were walking through and the tree is laying right in front of it, so it must have been fresh. So all right, let's keep on rolling. It's getting dark. Well, we've been going on this road for a little bit now, and it looks like we're almost down to the valley, because it's all been downhill, downhill, downhill. So it was a nice little journey that we did today. Over 40 miles on dirt road, and it's pretty cool. Some of it was easy, some of it was a little bit challenging, but nothing that our rigs can't handle. Even the tree in the road, we can move it. Well, we got out to the highway, got our tires inflated, and we're heading back home. And nicely, the rain's starting to go again, so we'll keep some of that dust down. So hope you guys enjoyed this little ride along with us in this new area for my siblings to explore. So thanks for watching. We'll see you guys on the next adventure.